What's up, guys, and welcome to the web's first must-see comic and nerd culture show. Welcome to the comic universe. I'm Dr. J. I've got a PhD in nerd culture, and I should know, I printed it out myself. And now I'm going to put that PhD to use. Welcome to the first inaugural episode of a brand new series here on the comic universe, and that is called The J-Files. So, what is the J-Files? Essentially, what it's going to be is basically a series of character opinion pieces. So there are a bunch of videos out there of people describing characters' origins, power sets, and all of that stuff, going through their entire publication history. Now, while I could do that, and I could read off of a DC or Marvel encyclopedia or a Wikipedia page or all that stuff, I feel like I want to give it more of a personal touch and tell you, at least for me, what I think of these characters and what these characters mean to me personally. And I figured, what better character to kick off this series with than the superhero that kicked off the superhero craze in 1938? And that is, of course, Clark Kent, Kal-El, Superman, the Man of Steel, the Man of Tomorrow. You guys know he goes by many names, and I am really excited to do this video on April 18th, 2018, the day where Action Comics number 1000, his debut series, reaches that milestone. First comic ever to reach 1000 issues. Once again, congratulations, Mr. Kent, and happy 80th birthday. We love you. So, what is my story with Superman? How do I feel about Superman? Let's try and profile Mr. Kent here. So, Clark Kent, it's the classic Moses story, child sent away from their dying people in order to become a savior for a new group of people himself. For Clark Kent, he was sent away from Krypton at the last second to only be found on Earth by the Kents and raised to become one of the greatest superheroes of all time and a defender of the world and defender of the universe. So why is Superman so important? This man has been around for 80 years, and yet he is still as relevant today as he was in 1938. Why is that? Well, for me, right, in my personal opinion, Superman is a character that embodies everything about modern society. He, at least for me, he served as kind of a moral compass. Growing up reading comics, and my dad, he was a huge fan of Superman. So of course I was conditioned to love Superman. Granted, I'm kind of the black sheep of the family because, as you can see by my background, I am more of a Batman fan. But I always will have a deep love and appreciation for Superman. And it's because, he taught me right from wrong. Superman is the epitome of what's right. And he is the epitome of hope. He is a beacon of hope. I might have had my problems with Man of Steel, but one line that I love is he says that the S stands for hope. And I love that because that is what Superman stands for. No matter what you go through, no matter how hard the struggle is, you could be fighting against Darkseid, the entire secret society of supervillains. You could be fighting against some of your best friends. It doesn't matter. Superman will always try, and Superman will always find a way. And that's what you love about Superman. He always stands tall. He is the Man of Steel. He's unwavering, unmoving, unflinching. But at the same time, the best Superman stories are the ones that show you that just because he's this nigh invulnerable, almost God figure, that doesn't mean he isn't human. In fact, he's one of the most human characters in the entire DC universe. He's raised from humble beginnings. He was nothing but a farm boy. And then he grew and grew and developed into one of the greatest heroes of all time, an icon, someone that is recognized all around the world. You see this S, no matter where you are, you're going to know what it is. I guarantee you that the S is just as, if not more, recognizable than a crucifix. And I know that's a bold statement, but I'm telling you, man, Superman resonates with everybody because everyone has their struggles, everybody has their hardships. But sometimes you just need someone to tell you it's going to be okay. You can make it. You can do this. You can fly. And that's what Superman does. That's what makes Superman so important. That's why Superman stands the test of time as a character. He means a lot to so many people, and no matter the time frame, no matter the issues, Superman will always be there. He's always been a constant. Without Superman, there would be no Batman, there would be no Wonder Woman, there'd be no Flash. We wouldn't have superheroes or comic books in the same way that we see them now. You have to remember to just bring this, it all comes back to Superman. And that's why on this day where he's reached this landmark issue, again, I just have to say thank you. Without him, none of this would have been possible. I mean, obviously, without Siegel and Schuster, none of this would have been possible. But without Clark Kent as a character, none of this would have been possible. There's so many good things to come out of the Superman, franchise. You've got the Christopher Reeve movies, which are iconic in themselves. You've got, George Reeves' Superman TV series. You've got Dean Kane's Lois and Clark, The Adventures of Superman. You've got Smallville, which is a childhood favorite of mine. So was Lois and Clark, but yeah, Smallville, definitely, and of course, more modern interpretations like Supergirl and Krypton. Say what you want about Supergirl, yeah, CW, blah blah blah, but I love Supergirl as a show, and Krypton on Sci-Fi, which is the newest addition to the small screen Superman universe or multiverse. I think is a really dope show, and I love it. It's definitely got that nice sci-fi edge to it that Superman is iconic for, especially from the Richard Donner and the John Byrne eras of Superman. So there's so much stuff to offer, and of course, how a lot of people, especially in my generation, got into Superman was through Bruce Timm and Paul Dini's animated series, which Tim Daly, to a lot of people, is the voice of Superman. And that still resonates to this day. And of course, you've got stuff like Justice League and Justice League Unlimited. It's great. Superman, no matter what, will always be here. He himself, very much like his character, is a man for all seasons. He will stand the test of time, and that's what makes Superman important. That's the message I want to get across today in this episode of the J-Files. Just remember the importance of Superman. Even if you can complain that he's too OP and he's kind of bland or like you don't like the Boy Scout personality. Sure, I get that. I've said that, honestly, in multiple conversations with people. But you also have to recognize and respect his importance to the medium of comic books. So, that's pretty much it. That's my spiel on Superman. I didn't want to go too long. Hope I made you proud, Dad. But yeah, tell me what you guys think. What do you think about Superman? What are your thoughts? Do you have any personal stories with Superman? What does Superman mean to you? And also, like, what, how did you get into Superman in the first place? Was it through a TV show? Was it through a video game? Hopefully not Superman 64. Was it through the movies? Was it through comic books? Let me know. And also, before I go, I want you guys to know that this will be hopefully a weekly series. Next week I will be covering the Mad Titan himself, Thanos, since he's got a certain movie coming up. So definitely look out for that. But I'll also be taking a request for the J-Files. If there's any particular character, whether it's from comics, TV, or just anywhere in nerd culture in general, let me know what you want me to cover and leave it in the comments, and I'll take it into consideration. add it to the list. And also, we here at the Comic Universe have a special surprise for all you Superman fans. We have a special giveaway going starting now. Like I said in the beginning, Action Comics number 1000 dropped today as of this recording. And we have a special giveaway. We have 4 copies of Action Comics number 1000 to give away to you guys. 2 of them will be given away on Facebook, and 2 of them will be given away through YouTube. And the YouTube requirements are this. So, in this video, again, leave your comment on what Superman means to you. Also, don't forget to you have to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and get one of your friends to subscribe to the channel as well, and shout them out in the comments of this video. And that gives you an opportunity to be thrown into the drawing to receive 1 copy of Action Comics. Your second chance to receive a copy of the Action Comics will be in the Panel to Panel video, which is our comic review show hosted by Deadpoolzilla and C-Dubs. So when they cover that, you guys do the same thing. Leave your comments, tell us what you thought about the issue, like the video, subscribe, share the video, and make sure that you get 1 friend at least to subscribe to the channel and shout them out in the comments there. So, hope you guys participate in the giveaway, and I'm rooting for you. I hope you win, and I hope you enjoyed this first episode of J-Files. But until next time, this is Dr. J, and like I always say, once comic geek, always comic geek, and once a Superman fan, always a Superman fan. I'll see you next time in the universe, but until then, up, and away. Peace.